In the early hours before dawn, the stillness over the heart of Israel is broken by the wail of sirens and a flurry of urgent radio chatter. Overhead, a sky usually patrolled in silence by Israel's renowned Iron Dome system is suddenly ablaze with activity. But on this night, the threat is different. These are not the short-range rockets Iron Dome has intercepted so many times before. From deep within Iranian territory, volleys of ballistic missiles arc toward Israeli cities, presenting a formidable danger, the likes of which the country has rarely faced. For over a decade, Iron Dome has been the linchpin of Israel's layered air defense, a symbol of technological prowess and operational excellence. Designed to counter the threat posed by short and medium-range rockets, the system is a marvel, rapid, precise, and confident, intercepting incoming projectiles with near-legendary efficiency. Israelis have looked to the streaking lights of Iron Dome interceptors as their silent guardians, trusting that nearly any threat from Gaza, Lebanon, or even Syria would be met and destroyed in the air. But now, as the region erupts in unprecedented tension, the nature of the threat has shifted. Intelligence services had warned of increasing Iranian capabilities, with tests showing longer ranges, higher speeds, and heavier payloads. Iran's arsenal of ballistic missiles, from the Fade 110 to the EMAD, some capable of carrying elaborate countermeasures decoys chaff, or simply multiple re-entry vehicles, were already the subject of secret briefings and nervous wargames. On this night, the scenario that strategists feared most begins to play out. Shortly after midnight, Israel's radar operators pick up telltale signatures. Dozens of ballistic missiles launched almost simultaneously from Iranian soil, each tracing high arcs over Iraq and into the eastern Mediterranean. The missiles split across trajectories, some aimed at strategic military bases in the Negev, others targeting command and communication centers near Tel Aviv, still more streaking toward critical infrastructure near Haifa and Dimona. Iron Dome's operators are well-drilled, but they know these targets are unlike any seen before. Designed primarily for relatively slow, short-range missiles, Iron Domes, radars, and interceptors struggle to engage the fast, high-flying, heavily armored ballistic missiles descending from the upper atmosphere. Still, the crews respond. Hastily, the batteries are given target data, and interception routines begin. Visuals across cities show families anxiously descending into shelters, even as they look up to see the skies lit by the familiar trails of Tamir interceptors racing to meet incoming threat. But the results are different this time. First, a ballistic missile evades interception, its warhead slamming into the periphery of an airbase, sending a column of smoke spiraling into the sky. Hurried bursts of communication reveal that more of the ballistic missiles are leaking through, some picked off by David Essling and Arrow, Israel's longer-range missile defense systems, but several finding their mark. Live videos and later government statements confirm what for many was previously unthinkable: the Iron Dome shield, so reliable against previous threats, has been outmaneuvered, its limits laid bare. Several barrages overwhelm not only the system's speed and interception altitude, but also the mathematical logic that prioritizes which projectile to engage. Within the Israeli defense establishment, the mood is tense. Commanders scramble to adapt, bringing Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 batteries online, while older Patriot missile sites once considered obsolete are suddenly relevant again. Air Force squadrons are mobilized not just for interception, but for rapid retaliation. Across the Middle East, eyes are glued to the unfolding drama as Israel calls for international support, and Iran boasts that its missile technology has proven itself against Western-backed defenses. The psychological blow is as significant as the physical damage. For over a decade, civilians have trusted Iron Dome as an invisible blanket of protection. Its sudden, partial failure unsettles Israelis and emboldens adversaries. Across social media, scenes of impact sites are shared, a power station evacuated, portions of a military base burning, rescue workers maneuvering through the rubble. In Iran, national media trumpet the success as a vindication of years of investment and strategic patience, while hardliners argue that Israel's myth of invulnerability has finally been shattered. In Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Washington, analysts debate what went wrong. Some point to the overwhelming saturation of defenses, others to technological advancements on the Iranian side, or simple exhaustion after years of relying so heavily on innovations that, in the end, had never truly been tested against a full-scale salvo of modern ballistic weapons. The episode is not an unmitigated disaster. Israel's multi-layered defense still manages to intercept much of the barrage. Retaliation is swift and severe, but the aura of perfect protection is gone. Regional tensions, already near boiling, erupt as Israel launches its own strikes in response, targeting launch facilities deep inside Iran and its proxies across the region. In the wake of this devastating exchange, the future of aerial warfare in the Middle East stands transformed. The Iron Dome, while still a formidable tool, is no longer a shield without flaws. The limits of technology, the dangers of complacency, and the shifting art of modern missile warfare are made clear to all. While both nations mourn their dead and brace for escalation or mediation, a new era of uncertainty settles over the region as eyes turn skyward. Wondering where the next missile will fall in, whether any shield can truly be impervious forever?